Hi guys. So I feel like sharing things that I've been through, especially I'm willing to share my flaws, and I hope that I help someone or I inspire someone or I make someone laugh. So yeah, welcome. So I'm going to share about a very hard topic, something that I've been going through over the past few months and days. And yeah, it's about a relationship I was in. Um, so it was nice, it was amazing, and it was promising. And I thought, and I was very hopeful that we were going to get married. In fact, I found myself praying so much about marriage, and I was praying about him so much. I really cared about him. He's still alive, he's still there, he's doing good, and we are not enemies really. But yeah, as I make this video, a lot of healing has taken place. Like, I'm no longer angry with him and bitter, but I'm going to share the whole story. So yeah, we started off, we were good, and then no one is perfect, by the way. So I guess he didn't know I liked him, and he had another crush. He didn't know I had feelings for him because sometimes I'm good at hiding things. So he had another crush, and it really broke my heart. And we were working together, so I decided, sizi vumilia. So I quit my job because of whatever I was feeling, and I decided to go for internship. And I was like, this person sitawai mongelesha, it's over, and you know. And as I was quitting my job, we had like a small conversation, and he told me, we talked about everything. I told him of how I felt about him, and he told me that Christine, I like you like a sister, and I don't want us to have any enmity between us, you know. And I was like, in my head, I'm like, you like me like a sister? And I was so broken, like I felt like crying, but I was like, acha nivumilie hizi machozi nitalia nikifika home. So yeah, we talked, and I was so calm and collected, and we went home. So we didn't talk for some time, for some months. So he calls me after like I think 2 or 3 months. I had totally forgotten about that encounter, and I had moved on. So he calls me, and we start talking, and we start, we were friends. And in a way, he was pursuing me. By pursuing, he was calling, he was texting, and we found ourselves planning to meet up and all that. So I felt I really wanted to be taken out like on a real date. You see, where you go to like a restaurant, or you go for hikes and all that. I wanted to go for a real date, but this person, I liked him so much, and I was starting to warm up to him. And yeah, our first date was a house date. So I didn't mind it because I was like, it's fine, it's okay. But I was like, in my heart, I'm like, I can't really want to go out on a real date. I don't want house dates. But I didn't tell him. So yeah, things were quite good. We kept talking, we were talking about the future and all that. So the second date was also a house date. The third date was a house date. Hey, so I started feeling like there's just something, and I'm not, there's, yes, I like him, and I like hanging out with him, but I don't like this house date. So I didn't tell him. I was like, sitamwambia, because if I raised that topic and he was like, there's no need to waste money outside, you know, we can just have a good time, quality time, we make something nice and we chill out. So I'm not going to go to the full details. I don't feel like I'm ready yet to share everything, but I will come to those details when I'm ready. So yeah, so then after some time I noticed that he wasn't calling me as much. We weren't meeting up, and like we started getting distant, yeah, distant. So I got concerned and I called him, and I'm not a person who talks, so I was like, acha tu niongee. Yeah. So I called him and we talked about it, and he was like, I don't feel like I'm stable enough for a relationship, blah blah blah. I'm not independent, there's so much. And I was like, okay, I'll give you space. So after some time I'm like, okay, I get it, you're not stable and all, but at least if you really care so much about me, I feel like at least you can call me, you know, like once a week. We don't have to meet up. If you don't have the money to spoil me, it's fine. So in my head I'm thinking, if this guy really likes me and he's genuine that he doesn't have money to like spoil me and all, he can just call me like to his workplace, or just something so simple. Can just call me and say, let's go for a walk. Just something so simple. It's fine, I understand it's hard, and you know, but this person wasn't making any moves, and I was like, ama mimi nimuite. But nilikuwa na conflict in me, because I was like, but a girl is not supposed to take a man out, of which I by the hapo sijuangi ukweli, but I'm like, but a girl is not supposed to take a man out. It's not for the girl to plan dates, you know. So I was like, it started getting heavy, and I started having these emotions, and I got so emotional. I was crying. I was like, what is happening? Why is he not calling me? So yeah, and he was giving me all the excuses, like, okay, I don't call you because when I get off of work I'm tired, or I don't call you because you don't have a smartphone, so it's hard for me to know when you're online, and all that. So I got a phone. I was like, okay, found your issue, I got a phone. Okay, you say I'm too busy, then I have an off day on Sunday, you can always call me. Okay, what else is the issue? You know, I was willing to work out everything. I don't know his side of the story, but I really loved this person. I was sure this was my husband. So yeah, so he went silent. I battled my emotions. I tried calling him, I tried texting him, and I was like, hey, sisi kwani mimi najali so much about our relationship. So I was like, I told him I wanted to move on. Hey, my girl, I was told something and I got so confused. He told me that okay, it's fine if you want to move on, it's fine, but I feel like we can just be friends as we wait to see how the future will unfold, because we never know, we can end up together. So this person has not given me a stand, like, should I hold on or should I move on? Like, what are you telling me? So I got confused and I was like, sijui nifanye nini, ni hold on ama ni move on. So it went on for months, and trust me, it's the worst feeling. I'm sure every girl, almost all girls, we've been through this, where you don't know where you stand with a man. Amekwambia hivi na amekwambia hivi, amekwambia hold on na amekwambia you can move on. So you really don't know where you stand, and you really love this person. Kama hamuja feel hivyo, then I guess I'm one of the few species, or I'm just an awkward woman. So mind you, mimi niko na trauma zangu, relationship traumas character development. I've been through that before. So I feel like maybe I carried some baggage in our relationship or whatever. But anyway, to cut the long story short, I decided if I have to move on, I am no longer going to have a conversation with this man because nitakuwa even more confused. Nitaambiwa kitu na nitachanganyikiwa. So yeah, I was like, now move on, and and I blocked his number na nikairudisha. It was like a dance, na delete narudisha, na delete narudisha. So this time I was like, hey, it's over, I'm deleting and I'm not going to be bitter about it. So I was just minding my business. It was like weeks passed, and then he calls me like, hi, I was just checking up on you, how is mom, how is business? And I'm like, by the way, maybe God wants us together. And it was a roller coaster of emotions. So I finally decided, hey, because he went silent again, and I'm like, okay, I can't deal with this anymore. So I just deleted the number. And no, I didn't delete the number. I was like, I'm done. I cannot. And as soon as I did that, I've been going through episodes of grief, in denial. I just wake up and I feel so sad. I want to cry. I feel like not even overeating. I feel like eating things that make me feel good, like chocolate, which is very dangerous, by the way. It can make you gain so much weight. I just lost sight for everything as soon as I convinced myself it's time to move on. And trust me, I was praying and I was like, okay, God, please show me a sign. Is he the one? And the whole time, I felt like God was quiet, but I don't know. I don't know if God was leading me. I don't know if God was showing me the red flags. I just don't know. And that's the hardest part about loving someone and praying and waiting for signs. And it's just, hey. So this is where I'm at. We haven't talked. He might see this, but we haven't talked. And I recently saw a post where he had gone on a date, like a real date, in a very nice mall with a very beautiful lady. And they were having these milkshakes, this nice food. And I'm thinking, kwa nini mi sipelekangi dates? All the men that I've loved in the past, no one took me out. Okay, just one, but most didn't take me out on like good, decent dates. I used to go to house dates, and that is very. By the way, ladies, msikuwa mkitikia house dates. Let this guy go and take you out and buy you maybe coffee or a milkshake or sweets. I mean, bora muende nje muonge mkiwa nje. Me, these house dates, kataeni. So yeah, nikaona ako on a date and I'm like, dude, kwani unakonga na pesa na uliniambia you don't have money to take me out? And it really broke my heart because like I think something, a trauma in me that was hidden in me ikaamka tu, like kama kusema by the mbona sipelekangi dates, mbona after we've had like problems and I want to move on, that's when a guy shows me that he can actually take a girl out on a date. Hey, so yeah, so this is where I am. I feel it's heavy, but I just hope that with time I'll move on and that I'll be able to like attract a man who is willing to like take me out on real dates, willing to pursue me in a healthy way. He is. I just hope that this time round that I won't fall for a toxic man. Not really toxic, but I hope that this time I'll not fall for the wrong person. I will not fall for someone who makes me go through traumas that I went through previously in my previous relationships. And I don't know who else is going through what I'm going through, but yeah, feel free to share your story. And yeah, let's encourage each other. You could be depressed and you see us smiling on Instagram, but yeah, I don't know what advice to give you people, but I just felt like sharing my story. And hey, acha tu nikuwe single on purpose. Yeah, so yeah, be blessed and stay positive. By the way, positive vibes, and don't resort to like drinking. By then nilikuwa nimeanza kufikiria ama nianze kunywa sasa ndio nisahau vile na feel. I was like nimetoka kwa pombe na sitarudi kwa pombe juu ya relationships. No. Yeah, so bye guys.